Okay. I was just a minute or two late, not too bad. Let's get ourselves situated here. Simon K here already. Hello, hello. Let me double check that the audio levels are good. Don't open anything. No. Testing 1, 2. Yep. All right. That's good. Sweet. Now, where did we leave off? All right. Perfect. Open. Stuff. Where did we leave off last time? Hold up. Thunderground, 80s called back, Industrial Complex, Funky Punch, Enter the Next Blood Sun, Bloodbath. If I remember right, Bloodbath was a bit much. I think a lot of the synth work wasn't super dope. I think we need to keep digging. They want their club back. Hey, Goofy Meister Man. Let's check out 80s called back first. I want to pop that open, see what is in here. What managed to be saved. Yes, a ton of files are missing. Why they want their club back? Wouldn't you want your club back? The hell? Oh wait, first I gotta bring my audio setting. This might glitch out, so just hang tight. Try. Please call it that. Why do they want their club back? Can you still hear me? Testing 1, 2. Should be okay. Where the hell is that breakbeat coming from? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. That's just... Don't need the break. Yeah, the ARP's pretty good. We have... let's see. Throw Polymer on there. Got people coming. No, they want their club back. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not a bad name. Hello, White Hank. Hello, Nady Nuka. Nice weirder, Scientia. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was glad I got that done. I finished it probably Sunday, and then I was sitting there trying my darndest to wrap it up and get the mix down right for the rest of this. And no, it wasn't done Sunday. I still had a little bit to go. We did artwork on Tuesday. For those that were up, back over here, see the screen. I really, one of these days, OBS is going to add global shortcuts to KDE/Linux, the desktop version, so I don't have to keep coming back to this to switch screens. But that'll come. Oh yeah, I've had this shirt for a minute. I gotta find out if they ever make like a Bitwig one, I'll have to get it. But if they don't, maybe I just have one made where I just pick one of my songs and be like, yeah, just throw it everywhere. It's just a little bass line. So, I mean, your big thing here is the ARP. Right? Like kind of the main meat of what the track was. Yeah, so that's kind of that was the vibe. At your baseline. Okay. By you. So there's definitely something in 80s called back, but nothing is screaming to me we have to do it. Let's see. What else did we have previous? I'm having to refresh my memory of what we even have to work with first. Um I already know Rock and Loaded is going to be one. That's an easy yes. I'm going to wait. I want to do that one like number 3, number 4, number 5. I really want to save that one cuz it's probably one of the best tracks I've written ever. So when I give that the treatment, I want to give that the treatment. Nady Nuka, I've been doing Land with a Friend these days. Didn't expect to see the release coming out. We both liked it. Speakers letting you down though. Hey, you do what you can with what you got. Um, Underground, I don't think Underground had mostly good texture. Funky Punch, I need to go find. I'd have to buy Omnisphere and I'd have to get a bunch of synths to like recreate some of the old stuff to make that work. Blood Sun? Well, I feel like it's early to start Blood Sun. Let's see. Pizza Tower didn't win Best Indie Game. What was it? It was Sea of Stars, right? And that's a pretty good one to pick. But I understand. People were rooting for that wacky game. I haven't played it yet. I'm a cheap ass. I don't buy a lot of games like right when they come out. I wait until they come on sale like a year or two later because I have to. I got some money, but I also have bills to pay. What do we have here? Oh yeah, we had that turned up. Let me bring that down. Bring this back to its original. And I'd have a lot of liberties here because there's not a ton to chop up. Then you have the ARP again. That's intact. Would I consider doing deputized? Well, you know what? I didn't even try to open it. Originally, I was like, no, I'm not going to do deputized, but there might be samples in there. So let's see if let's see if it even opens, shall we? Go dig it up. Blood Sun, but by Church and George. You brought a gun to a knife fight. Those were some really fun lines to peruse. I want to say Swain did one set, and I forget who did the other, but they were both very funny in all of their takes. Open file. The archive. Deep into samba. Probably not. Devin did a bad job archiving his. Yeah, that was so we pulled out Rock and Loaded there. Oh, that's right, because I had to get onto my Windows computer, re-download Ableton, then open the project, then save it again, then open it here. A big old headache, but it worked. All right. Where is deputized? Am I dumb? Don't answer that. I am dumb, but real. Where the hell's search? Oh. Nope. What the hell? It's definitely a search bar. Oh, right. Because I am dumb, because regular search functions don't work. We have to go in here. Okay. Cough, cough, Bethesda. Oh, wait, I missed. I'm absolutely not alcohol today. That was another one from Walliam that was great. The pilot. Yeah, we kept that one in because it was just kind of nonsensical, but it got the point across. Your helicopter pilot be a drunk. It funny. Okay. Project art. Not sit on my foot and immediately let it fall asleep. Oh, back to the archive. Okay. So it would be begs the question, did I even name the project deputized? Okay. The folder's deputized. Okay. So open. File browsing simulator where Devin didn't plan ahead. If I was a proper YouTuber, I would have just grabbed all this shit and had it in a list ahead of time. But we can just stumble through it together. Forever. Stare at me. Fail. All right, let's see what opens. Yeah, it's fitting that today's a Nextapes day since the single came out yesterday. I try to alternate, but we did art on Monday. And so today is, well, more of this. All right, what do we got? Almost none of the samples are saved. Oh, that is super unfortunate. I don't think it's not looking good for deputized, ladies and germs. Yeah, a lot of what made that work was all those samples. Okay, let me see if it can recover any, because I might have a bunch in the sample archives. Files. Find all. Oh, more than I thought. Less than I'd like. Ooh. Okay. So we have a lot of the accent samples. So maybe Okay, the way this might work. The way this might work is I would end up creating a whole new guitar section for like the main riffs to give it that podunk hillbilly vibe, and then we would have to think of where this would transform to. It would be deputized would be very. There wouldn't be a ton of deputized left when I'm done. But I guess it's also kind of the point of these things, right? We're just salvaging whatever projects we can and making something new. All right, let me see if I can get a groove out of this. Back to here. At. Just a basic hat. I want to kind of find the groove. Eighth note. I think that's a bit fast at 174. So no drum and bass if I do this one. What is going on with your warping? Oh, it's being like not warped at all. What? Okay, first off, it shouldn't ping pong. Set you down. I would not use this kick drum. Okay, we're gonna do. They're all stand-ins. I'm not really trying that hard. I'm just trying to figure out if this is even something I want to do. A breakbeat. This. So breakbeat's definitely an option. If you breakbeat this, play more with the beat. Yeah, I think so. Well, that's the whole point. The drums are going to be a big part of the show. And I think the bass line that I kind of integrate into it will have some like kind of good grungy undertones. I'll have to come up with a new guitar element, which frankly, probably for the best because these samples are royalty free. I am pretty sure I ripped that other sample off of a YouTube video and sliced a piece out of somebody playing a shovel guitar. So there's that. It was like a couple notes and then I rearranged them and then threw it together. So if I'm making something new, I might as well make something new. All right, so if it's deputized, if deputized is next, I think it's breakbeat. Because, we go down to those mid tempo ranges, 110. Kind of drags a little bit. I think drum and bass tempo's too fast. Before I give up on that, where are all the samples? Up here. Nope. Where's the group? Theorem. There we go. Let's just double these up to see what they sound like. So 200%. I give it that double time. Oh, cool. Don't tell me. I don't get to extend it. Nope, don't get to extend. Oh, and it doesn't work there. 1 second. Edit. Raggle fraggle. Silence. Yeah, I have to select the whole region. I've got to sit down and get my shortcuts figured out in this program. There's some things that just take too much time. Oh, kill me. Oh, no. Oh, and the clipboard's going to be bad. Drag symbol now. No. I will. If I come back to this, this is going to take a lot more. See? Don't let it all blow up. Please don't blow up. Let's go on breakcore. Breakcore's too fast, and I think that even if I mean, it depends on how this sounds once I double it up. Okay. Holy crap, that was buggy as hell for some. Edit. Time selection, time. Thank you. Holy shitty-oly. That took way more than it needed. And I have to do this line by line, because some things are dumb. Okay, fine. See if we find things. 200. Okay. Okay. Let's bring the drums back a little bit just so they're not. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work. I think if we go here, it's breakbeat. That's full stop. I think 140. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna save as. I want to make sure I have it here. Deputized. Save. Project save. I probably, believe it or not, I think it would work a little bit faster. Because if you go a little too slow, it starts to drag. So that's deputized. Okay, so deputized is a thing. What about, somebody asked about just after midnight. Just after midnight. It's got its own project. Let's see what we can dredge out of that one. Close. We'll leave it. Yeah, save it as is. What's the difference between D&B and breakbeat? It's a BPM change? Yes. Drum and bass typically hovers around 170 BPM to anywhere upwards of like 180, maybe 185. And then you typically start to see things like breakcore at that speed. Things are way too choppy and fast to have any good melodies and harmonies and everything else in there. So it's more drawn out pads, crazy fast drums. And then you're just all over the place. Not that that's a bad thing. That's just like kind of the limitations of your structure. Breaks, breakbeat, I mean, and just traditional breaks, electro breaks, breakbeat, all those different versions and subversions, those hover around anywhere from 130 BPM to 150. Any faster than that, you're basically slow drum and bass, and that's kind of where you end up. Okay. Back to archives. Personally, I'd rather do one more drum and bass remix before I do something that's not drum and bass. But if there's no ideas, then no ideas. Let's see. Wow. Let's see what opens. Frost. Check out for Technoid, the perfect combo of DM. I feel like I've heard of that subgenre before, but I don't think I've actually heard it before. It's just niche enough and weird enough that I wouldn't be like jumping on it. Yeah, no kidding. I'm missing files. No shit. This is from a computer that doesn't exist anymore. You don't say. Fuck, this was a dense project. Flipper up. Here. God, how many freaking things did I cram in here? Well, most of them are gone. Turn off the drums. Let's... I could have been a trance producer in another life. Gosh, I layered up 4 massives to make that sound. 3, potentially one other thing. Man, no wonder my CPU was on fire when I was running this one back in the day. It can't handle that kind of power. Don't do it, Bananakin. Still have that sample, so that's something. And that was just a pad. On polymer. Right as you started this, my playlist started playing just after midnight. So baseline here, that's completely gone. Like there's no, it's just monotone. Da, 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 da. So we're just rewriting that if I do this. Melody stuff, I've got some really cool little musical bits that can be nice cues. We'll throw on polygrid for funsies. We'll throw on here. Not even really paying attention. I'm just kind of seeing what. Ba-da-da. Oh, let me guess. Oh, because that was a terrible preset. Whoops. Screw that. I need the categories because at least they have some pre off the grid. There we go. I just want to get the tonality of what's going on. Simon K. I won't sleep just to hear you do stuff. Also gave all my money to Cheshire, so next time have them, so I'll give it to you. Hey man, don't worry about giving me money. Just worry about showing up. I mean, I appreciate it, but you gotta eat too, right? Also, thanks for coming by. I will say you don't have to stick around the whole time because today is gonna be pretty slow. We're in the exploratory phase of the next tapes. Today is just figuring out what's next on the next tapes. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna complain if you send me money. Still got that doofy sample. That's good.
Contemplate the horror. Contemplate the horror. Take the time.
It was just all fills. It was how many fills could I cram together? Fills.
Take the time. Contemplate the horror. Take the time. Contemplate.
So there's definitely stuff here. Yeah, just the main section has nothing except for maybe that part's recognizable. All the rest of like the monophonic stuff can go. Like there's no anchor point on any of that. So it's like zap zippity zappity zippity. Da 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 da. Like that's an anchor point. In the alternate section. That's another one. Da 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 da. All right, let's see. Now what's the deal with you? What works? Just after midnight. I mean, that might work. Tap, 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 tap.
Take the time.
Oh yeah, these.
Take the time. Contemplate the horror. Take the time.
So it'd just be dun dun dun, bum bum bum. Bow 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 ba ba da bow ba da da bow 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 ba ba da da da. Yeah, that kind of works because then you can really get something like just go for like super jump uppy. Hang on. We're just gonna have to go to phase point because it's the only thing with presets in here. We'll forget. What's the root note? What key did I write this in? Great question. I don't remember. Really? I wrote this in A sharp or A flat? I totally did. Wow, I haven't done that in like forever. Yeah, that'll work for now. Oh, okay, she's feeling better. So let's see. I'm doodling a few madness inspired characters I made. Good, fun. Gillian. Gillian? I don't know. Hey, do you know if it would be possible for you to upload old versions of the OST somewhere? I'm planning to create legacy music mod for NPM once the workshop update drops. I only have low quality files to make use of it right now, and it sucks. I think the only versions that exist truly are the ones that are on the YouTube page. Cause they ended up uploading the works in progress before I did my final pass on them. I did a lot of changes, so those, yeah, I don't think those original files are like anywhere, or if they exist, I have no idea how to sort them out from like the original or like the final versions or not. Another thing that would be awesome, you could split up the contemplate. Yeah, there'd be some alliteration. There's options. There's options. But let's see here. I want to see if this. Do you have Rock and Loaded Legacy? If yes, can we listen? We can. I can pull it open. Again, I'm not going to do that one yet, only because I want to make it for. Hold up. Sorry. Before I get too distracted. I want to save it for like later in the Nextapes project because it's a big song and I'd like it to be as good as it can be. Okay. Consolidate. Let's leave it in place because I think I got an idea. I love this pretty. Something else. That kind of works out pretty well. Have another section. Man, this will go kind of hard. Like it'll be really fast. Shit, that could actually work out really well. Oh, I can already see because it's just got this like. It probably goes in context with everything else. We just get rid of the little. All right, let's get like a dummy break in here just to get some context. And this is filler sounds to get ideas. Which we need here. Downloads. Not downloads. Samples. Drums. Wish I could sort by loops, but I don't have that. I have to remember. Cosmic. That's a little too aggro. Yeah, that should work fine enough. 5. Pitch. Amen break. Amen break. Amen break. Amen break. No. I'm kidding. Maybe. Oh, that would be fine. Shoot, and that's just like a great section because that'll just be like. Oh yeah. All right, just after midnight, I think it's safe to say this can be a drum and bass banger. Because then you got this section here. And the vibe's right. Yes, it is an Ableton t-shirt. I got it from a company called Rage On Clothing. I think they're still around. They do like all over prints and they just put up like the wackiest stuff. This is like one of their tamer shirts. There was one like with a cat on it with like lightning bolts coming off of it. It's like it's maximal. It's as maximal as they come. All right, for you, let me get you your amen break because you asked so nicely. Pitch. Oop, wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Pitch. I think you land somewhere in the terms of there. So much noise. Wonder, is there a beat repeat roll in here? Repeat. It's just chaos. I mean, that's like the second big drop in the track. I can already feel the pace. Begs the question, how well does the sub hit this low? Probably not great. Poly. Second. Oh no, the copy, the layering is trash. It's like super sloppily put together. And it's the full amen break. There's no slicing. No, on top of an already splashy break. It's too much. It was for fun. It's because somebody asked nicely for it. I try not to use the amen break because it's like not to be a contrarian, but it has been done and used to death, and I have tools to make my own breaks. So like, why don't I? Happy, what do you think this is? My first rodeo? I got ears, you know. Anyway, let me see. I want to check spectrum. Not that it matters that much, but I need to have a sense for how this is going to feel. That's at 30. That's at 40. That's, oh, wait. That's at 50. That's pretty high. Oh, and that's just not going to happen. That's sub 30. That ain't happening. Let's see here. I'd hate to repitch this because I think that the melodies and harmonies here actually do contribute a lot to make it what it is. All right, hang on. Stop the presses. Go back here. All date. It's a very punchy sub. Like that's getting high in the register. Oh, I know the legacy tracks uploaded to YouTube, and I'm going to make use of them for the mod. What I'm saying is that I'd love to include old versions we haven't had the chance to listen to before, like the version of Rock and Load you show in your community posts. Oh, well, that I'll show you what's in that project. Spoilers. There's not a lot left. That's the thing. When I'm opening these up, these are the projects. I'm opening them up in Bitwig and some of the shit changes, but like fundamentally a lot of the sounds and the synths and stuff are just like gone. I don't have the ability to like pull that stuff back. Now, okay, what are next nearest neighbors? And give me a sec. I need my circle of fifths back. All right. Circle of fifths, because I have not bothered to memorize them. All right. So if it's A flat, all right, how do they categorize it? So it'd be G sharp. So next nearest is C sharp and D sharp. That is pretty far away on the old scale. Not that bad. There's just not a lot in D sharp. Yeah. That's low too. Yeah, that's ringing it like that is at the bottom you'd ever go. Oh, thank you, Jillian. Jillian? Is it Gillian? Jillian? Gillian? Well, whatever it is. Appreciate you liked Weirder Science. All right, let's do this. Should be all of these. So what was it? D sharp is going to be way too low to get to. That's interesting. So you almost have no way on the Camelot scale to get back to this unless you skip over to B flat, which nobody ever writes either. Key change maybe? So it's like the song's going in A flat, right? Oh, not A flat, sorry. You know what? That could be actually like kind of a fun transition. The second drop goes into a crazy key change halfway through, and then you're in B flat. And then you probably drop the sub down. Where the hell does... Yeah, the sub I'd have to cheat, bring it up to F. The Squeaky, how do you learn music? I mean, a lot of what I've done is trial and error. I also try to read. I watch tutorials. Definitely am not an expert in things like music theory and what have you, but production stuff you pick up online, hang out with other producers, and you learn. Okay, so just after midnight is a really strong contender. I think this will be a pretty good, not D&D, B. Yeah, because B flat's a nice little compromise. I would probably just one more time so I can hear it. Yeah, I think there's good bits in here, and I think you can. Yeah. Honestly, I started out with music just by messing around in FL Studio and didn't sound too awful amount. I mean, shit, dude, that's kind of how I started back like 15 years ago. It was Acid Pro, Fruity Loops, Reason, and that all went back to like 2005. I was in middle school and high school, just farting around in synth programs and just trying to figure out how it worked, and then watching tutorials and talking to people. All right, just after midnight, that's a really strong contender. That's very likely going to be the next one because that's just got some strong melody, harmony stuff I can really get my teeth into. JM, just midnight. Yeah, it did save. Okay. All right. Harmonic scales and then try to FL. Before I screw up, I'm going to save none of this. Cheat and do key change here. And hmm. Oh, it's not B, it's B flat. I'm an idiot. No wonder that sounded weird. Okay. So the key change would be here, so it'd be a second up. Yeah, because B, okay, I'm just an idiot. That's why I was like, why is that incongruent? Nope, doesn't sound as good. Yeah, the third is definitely the way the key change goes. Where is my root note then? It's up back to the circle of fifths. B, which would then be the good root at E or F sharp. Yeah, okay. So we go F sharp. Yeah. Not B flat, but B. B sub F sharp. Are you gonna make the bass an octave lower? Sort of. I'm working with the sub. So something you'll know if you're into production is most club speakers don't go below like 30 hertz, and they're just the drivers you would need for those are massive. I would say that. Oh, you're only in high school. Well, yeah, then you're just getting started. Congratulations. Start playing around now. No, so the sub in club systems rolls off around the 30 hertz range. And honestly, most cars, most speakers, most everything have a roll off around like 60 anyway. So the further down your sub is, the more likely it just disappears completely. So most people just roll their stuff off at 30. That's why you don't hear a lot of tracks in like weird frequency ranges. So like if you're F is a good one, right? That's hitting around 43 hertz. You creep down to D. D's at 40, like 30 something, 35. C is at like 33, 32. Nobody writes things in C, at least for their sub. And anything below that just evaporates. And when you play them in their upper register, so B flat's hitting at like 60 hertz. That's where kick drums usually land. Like a good kick drum with a lot of pop, or sorry, with a lot of body, gonna hit around this range, or B, C. That's and then and now you're up into your like higher subs. So most you'll find like 90% of drum and bass is F minor. Boom. They all write it there because that sub sounds really nice. Then you have F sharp, G, E sharp. A starts to get a little weighty and people kind of abandon it. You'll also see too that a lot of people go around the circle of fifths from F. So because DJs, when they're playing something, they want to go to a scale that is more similar to the previous scale for a seamless mix. So if you're playing a song in F, right? You're playing a song in F minor, and you want to make a transition to something else, well, your best options are C and B flat. So, well, B flat doesn't sound good in that upper register. It starts to get weighty and weird. So C doesn't really sound great either. So they either skip F entirely, or the transition tracks that exist will use C as the melodic scale, but they'll use that fundamental from F, or somewhere at least within a relationship of F that doesn't sound terrible. So fifth. So fifth for C, and then for that, it's also a fifth. Yeah, they're a fifth from each other. But yeah, and that's how DJs kind of circle around. So you'll find that they hover around F a lot, and then when they get to other scales, they move a bit more freely because E has a good weighty sub, B does not. F sharp has a weighty sub, C sharp does not. G sharp has a weighty sub. It's like every other one, they have to do some kind of trickery to get it in that nice sweet spot, the pocket. You think of the Payday 3 soundtrack? Haven't played it yet. I heard there was a lot of kerfuffle with how they've got crazy per game requirements to level up, like shoot 3 guys in a particular way. It's the same reason I was pissed about the Halo progression system. So I was like, nope, I'm not touching it. Payday 2 soundtrack was fucking dope though. I definitely liked that. In fact, funny enough, on my Spotify for artist page, I can kind of look at some metrics from time to time, and people who frequently like my stuff also frequently like Simon's stuff. So I think that's kind of speaks to the sensibilities that we both hold. I think that'll work out pretty good. That'll be weird. All right, just after midnight. I'm going to save this so I have the reference. And I think we're good. That's just after midnight. Any other ones worth looking at right now? Got 15 minutes left before I'm officially done for today. Today's like an easy day. I'm not trying to overdo it. Yeah, drip feeding you XP so you resort to doing challenges for XP anyways. Yeah, it's like fucking no fun. I don't want you to make me play the game a particular way to level up. You make me play good and win, or make me play over a long period of time. Don't make me get 12 hijack kills on the warthog, because it's like, dude, I can't guarantee I'm going to run into a warthog during the game. Same thing for payday. If you've got me doing challenges that are specific to like random shit that's going to happen, I'm just going to sit there feeling like an idiot grinding forever. And then the one time that the thing is an opportunity and I fuck it up, well, guess I don't know if that's going to happen again. Yeah, no, I refuse to buy that game until they change that, because that is a no fun scenario. I bet you the OST rocks. They had good guys before. They're gonna have good guys again. All right, let's see. Well, let me open up Locknar Madness Project Nexus. Not that I'm trying to play it. I just want it in a nice list. Bloodbath, we've already looked at. Blood Sun, Brimstone, haven't looked at, but that's a lot of dubstep. I don't know what to do. Brimstone, I might do Electro House. Feel like that could be an electro track. Club Hellfire. Did we try to open that? Look at what we. Well, here, guys, try to chime in. Tell me if you think of something that's worth pulling up to turn into a club remix. Because, like, we've got 15 minutes to dig through today. And then I'll probably get started on this next one next week. Monday, I'm going to be working on one of my singles. Project. Not look at Club Hellfire. That's electro. Crawler, we're not going to look at. Crawler's perfect. Crawler's already a club track, regardless of what anyone thinks. It's just got the vibe. It's grungy. It's done. And I can't recreate the synth that I would want to anyway. Dead Drop's already pretty clubby. I'd have to think about what we would do to make it different, but I can try and open it. So Dead Drop's one, maybe. Firmware is already it is dubstep. I'd have to think of like a VIP for it, and I'd have to redo all the sound work, but it could be neat. The Cat Mask. Thank you for existing. The music, you and Cheshire America generally on par with the me, Sonic's music always being 80. I actually really appreciate that. Thank you. It is true, isn't it? Sonic could have a totally trash game, but they have some banging composers that work on stuff for that. Yeah, Crawler doesn't need a retouch. It's already a banging mid-tempo track. I wouldn't elevate that in any way. That's 2 for Dead Drop. Darkness Comes. Darkness Comes. Ah, I do remember. Okay, so Darkness Comes. Did I try opening that one? Well, here's the problem with Darkness Comes. It has both. It goes into drum and bass. So you have an electro track. The only the only thing I would do is it would be like a remake. It wouldn't even be a. I don't know what I would do for a new track. I mean, well, that's not entirely true. Just yeah, it's already there. Dead drop I could make harder. Dead drop is like kind of light. Like it's got this pinched quality to it. I could take the melodic elements that I liked from that and remake a track around that. It would also be drum and bass, so it'd be double dipping, but it would be like the deader dropper. It'd be harder. It'd be more. Enter the Nexus is another double dippy one I don't really want to do. I know I could make something really cool with it, but it's just double dippy. Funky Punch is a no-go. Good Kill A side might have something. Good Kill, both of those have good melodies I could hijack and kind of transform. Industrial Complex is an option. In fact, I think I have we opened that up on that first weekend. I think this was another one that could theoretically become like a drum and bass banger because of the tempo. Let's see what we activate engine. Yes, everything's missing. I don't care. Yeah. Shatterdome's totally a double dipper, and I don't think I can recover enough of the samples from it to be viable. Yeah, because the VIP was what the original song was going to be when I put it out, but the label that I was talking to didn't want the drum and bass part, so I cut that out, gave them the electro one, we put it out as a free release, and then I still liked the drum and bass part, so I saved it, and when it came to the soundtrack time, I'm like, all right, screw it, put it in the soundtrack. What do we got? Oh, it's the neuro bass starter. I was wondering. That's in G too. That's an easier scale to do. This one might actually be better for breaks. Ooh, excuse me. Whew. You bitch. Have you seen the tech sound systems people here make? It's like having the best headphones without wearing headphones. Haven't seen them, but I bet you. I mean, I'm feeling the bass here, or rather, I'm not feeling the bass here right now because this is a very pinchy kick and there's no sub. I ended up getting some Focal Alpha 80s to improve my productions, and that is helpful. I think there's something here. I think it definitely works better as breaks. I think drum and bass is too fast. Yeah, I think this would be a breakbeat one. That's 2 breaks. What about slower? All right, well, that answers that. That sounds pretty fucking dope. Yeah, that's just... Oh, right, the hats. Oh, I don't think this picks it up, does it? Oh, so I'd have to manually set that. That's okay. That's not the end of the world. Are the macros actually even... Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's just already... Oh, oh, you can choose the thing. Okay, so XP. I can just pick it. Oh, interesting. Oh, not picking it up. Sad. Oh, it's the wrong XP. That's why. Where's my other XP? Give me XP. Yeah, it is an Ableton shirt. Yeah, alright. Well, Industrial Complex gets the slowdown treatment. I think that works. You can get this kind of grungy garage vibe. Actually, that's crawler. Like, you can get into the crawler zone. Fucking neck. Ow. Oh, I do boxing in my free time, and yesterday I had a kid pop the shit out of me and snap my head back. I stepped right into a jab as I was jabbing, and he stepped into his jab as he was jabbing. I did not move my head in time. My neck, oh, is feeling it today. I got some neck crunches to do to keep from having that happen again. Yeah, all right. Fucking, that might be the next one. Okay, well, I want to do one more. Okay, I want to do one more drum and bass Nextapes. I want to finish my drum and bass single because I'm in a good mixing mindset. I want to make these like solid. I think it's just after midnight, guys. I think that's going to be the next one. I think the one after that's Industrial Complex. That's a fucking easy layup, frankly. So just after midnight, maybe I finish that by January 1st, maybe. Funny, you look like the type to box. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. No, I picked it up about a few years back. I used to wrestle in high school, and I forgot how much I had missed doing combat sport. And then about 5, 6 years ago, I tried out jujitsu and liked it, and tried out boxing and liked it. I can only afford to. I only have enough time to go to one, and and so it's like I had to pick, and I kind of like boxing forces me to really sharpen up on my reaction time and everything else. So, all right, just after midnight. I think that's our next Friday. That's what we're gonna be doing. Monday will be more of working on my next single. Oh, somebody asked. Let me open up Rock and Loaded quick because somebody very much did want to see what that's going to sound like. So pop it open. Rock and Loaded's going to be drum and bass. No question asked. Is going to fucking rock. Rock and Reloaded may be the best thing I write again. For a second time, I'm going to like do it again. But there's so much here that sounded pretty cool. All right, let me Blood thinks he's a Rocky Balboa. I definitely am not. Otherwise, I would not have eaten 30 jabs yesterday. I had like 3 different people just like totally read my movement and just punish me horrendously. It was very funny. Not for my neck, but for observers. I think that was key changed up. Hang on a sec. Let me make sure what the original's D sharp. Yeah, that was from something else. No, and there's so much fun shit too from like the intro that's still here. Where is it? Oh yeah, there's a couple recorded bits. Where the heck is it? I had some other stuff in here. 1 second. Oh, I must have deleted it. Here, wait, let me open up the other session. You think you can take a hit from Matt? Hell no. He used to box, and he is like in way better shape. He lifts all the time. Oh, he would lay my ass out sideways. I'd love to spar with him at some point though, but it's like if we were going live, he would fucking rock my block. If he catches a good shot, I'm nighty night. Devin is asleep forever. He would crush me. Dude, he's in such good shape. He's always doing fitness stuff. I'm just getting back into fitness stuff over the last like 5 years of being inactive, like in and out, in and out. Yeah. Devin, this is like my 10 dubstep anniversary. It's almost 10 years for this. Has it really? Let's see. No, that's not the original release. When did that come out? Rock and Loaded. Is the first one I had put out on what's they're called? It's a YouTube channel. I don't know if they do anything anymore. Wait a minute. It's Wobblecraft. Okay. Good title. Rock and Loaded. Tasty Network was the official. Wow, it was 10 years ago. When was the actual date? Does it say? See it? No. No, I don't want ads. No double dipping on ads. We're not YouTube. You do not get to play ads for other people in my stream. Doesn't say free download March 2nd. So yeah, it's over. It's just over 10 years old now. Wow. Ew. Ew. Time flies. Yeah, they were the ones to do the official release, and then Wobblecraft put it out at the same time. That's right, because these Tasty Network dudes, they were all partners around that time. Yeesh, that song is old, but it's 10 years old, and I still love it. So that speaks to how like well it does. I didn't save the thing I was doing. Dang, that's annoying. Because I was already playing with like the drum and bass stuff just to get an idea. And yeah, like the beginning intro had like cool stuff going on. Did I screw up? I must have deleted something like yeah, this thing is going to be so good because it already fits really well at this tempo, and it's like it's the amped version. It's rock and loaded to 11. So I am looking forward to that. Yeah, I like this song too. I think the only thing I can be like negative about it is a very clear. I was desperately feeling the Prodigy Invaders Must Die album at that time. And I'm like, I want to make one of those. And I did, but it will always be like in the back of my mind, it's like you did kind of really lean into what like what the Prodigy does. The other great thing about this song, by the way, for like revisiting it, I used to have guitar pedals and I had ran a bunch of synths through the guitar pedals, and that's how I have some of these little random samples. Wow. I think there was another one in here somewhere. Yeah, that's just some random loop I found on the internet. Just. Oh God! Ah. Abort! Abort! What in the tarnation was that? Okay, I have a compressor. We. Oh my goodness! I hope everybody's awake now. Holy shit! That was. Poor bird's asleep. He's probably like, "What the fuck is going on over there?" Yeah, that's gonna work. Yeah, the main melody is really solid. Works at a higher tempo. I think with some good drum work, some good bass work, cutting in and out, interplaying, like elevating it. I think this is gonna be really good. So I'm saving this. I am not doing Rock and Loaded probably until like summer 24 because I want to work on some other stuff first. I want to get a couple of my own singles out the door, and then I want to hit this like big time. I would say you gave it a good spin because of how now mentioning it kind of feels like it, but you put your own spin where Prodigy is. I appreciate that. They do have really long roots. And I mean, everything is kind of derivative of everything else. I can't be like beating myself up over it, but I the authenticity is important. And I'll tell you what, like before I go, I'll tell you a story um about how I kind of got over my own name. So, circa 2011, I was touring a little bit, but that was kind of petering off. My relationship with the agency wasn't that great. And I was struggling as an artist figuring out what I sounded like. And I think I had just released the Armory. It was the new Challenger EP. And I was sitting there, so that might have been 2012. 2011, 2012. I put that EP out and I loved it. But I also, at the back of my mind, I felt like I had imposter syndrome. I was like, this just is a Knife Party ripoff. This doesn't feel like me. I'm not happy with it. I don't feel good about what I'm writing. And I think I was a little jaded too with the scene. So that's when I kind of did that whole holy fucking shit single. I was wrapping that up. I'm like, I'm just gonna put that out and like be like, hey guys, I'm taking a hiatus indefinitely. Like, I don't know how I feel about writing club stuff anymore. Because I wasn't getting anywhere and I was getting annoyed. And I felt like I was derivative. And that's when I stopped making music for all of like 3 or 4 months. And that's how the Locknar thing came about. I was I was I couldn't stop writing music. I didn't want to stop, but I also didn't want to hustle the game anymore. So I came up with the pseudonym and just started putting out free tunes because I was like, hey man, I just need like something else to do. And I think I did that for only like 2 years until Matt and I were talking and I got kind of knee deep in the soundtrack work. But yeah, imposter syndrome is real. Try not to let it like cripple yourself because it's hard to get out of that. Um, yeah, and don't sweat it too much. Also, at the same time, don't deliberately try to copy people and then be like, I made something original because it's like, well, we can tell you didn't. You tried, but you tried to copy. Well, at 7:10, I think that it's a good call spot for tonight. It's been fun. I think we've got some good stuff to work with next week. I will be back. I'll see you guys at blah time. 5:30. That's right. I am keeping a schedule. Being regular makes YouTube work better, so we're gonna do that. Yeah. But hey, thanks guys for coming, and I will see you guys later. Oh wait, what was it? There was a lot of dubstep. Knife Party doesn't whack like you do. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. Appreciate that. Easy looking at Knife Party, but they gave up on making the drop. They sound lame. They, by the end, they did. I'll give you that. They started kind of being lame. They started making progressive house, and it was like, what are you doing? And then Rob Swire got bored, so he just started Pendulum again. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the